Kia ora and welcome into my puka puka place. This is my special place. Since I was a young girl, I have always loved books. Everything about books. The way they feel, the way they smell, the colours inside of them, the words inside of them. But mostly they give me time to be on my own, to give me a bit of space and to really switch into my imagination. So I'm going to read to you a book about Frida. Now, Frida is an amazing woman. She is brave, she is courageous, and she does incredible art and beautiful things. And she's kind of one of my favourite artists ever. So I really want to introduce you to her, particularly on Fiesta Friday. So this is the book that I'm going to read to you. It's called Frida, and it's by Jonah Winter, and Ana Juan is the illustrator. So let's take a look inside. Oh, look at ta-da on this first page. Look at that beautiful sun. Frida enters the world. And look at that beautiful, majestic dragon she's entering the world in. We love dragons in this family too. So, for little Frida, the world is Mexico. Her house is a blue house. I've been to the blue house. It's really amazing. Frida's father is an artist and a photographer. He teaches Frida how to use a paintbrush. Frida's mother takes care of 6 daughters, so often she is tired. She needs a moi. Frida is sometimes lonely, even though she has sisters. And that can happen, can't it? You have people around, but you can still feel a little bit lonely. Enter stage left, Frida's imaginary friend, and her name is Frida too. And they play games. So they might make a little music there too. That's a nice thing to do. All of a sudden, Frida falls very ill. She's in bed for months. There's something wrong with one of her legs. Why? Even her imaginary friend just can't cheer her up. Now that's when Frida teaches herself how to draw. Drawing saves her from being sad. Well done, Frida. It's an amazing thing to do, isn't it? When Frida gets better, she carries on with her art. She paints little pictures. They are copies of other paintings. Now, painting onto photographs is what Frida's father does for a living. He teaches her how to do this too. Frida also paints things she sees through a microscope. She loves looking at things very closely. Some very happy looking fruit there. Maybe they're having a little fiesta today as well. Now at school, Frida studies science. She's bored. School's too easy. One day, Frida is on the bus on the way home from school. A horrible accident happens. A tram crashes into the bus and Frida almost dies. Oh, look at this. Wow. Look at those amazing colours in there. Very tragic scene though, isn't it? Gosh, in hospital, it is painting that saves her once again. Painting is like her imaginary friend. It is there whenever she wants it. It keeps her company. It keeps her from giving up hope. After the accident, life will never be the same for Frida. She will walk with a stick when she's able to walk at all, and her body will hurt always. You see the sadness there in Marama, in the moon, and the thorns around Frida. Those kind of things the illustrator is showing us. Sadness, the emotion in it. But Frida doesn't cry or complain. Instead of crying, she paints pictures of herself crying. She's expressing herself, isn't she? And when she can't leave her bed, she paints in bed. When her whole torso is put in a plaster cast, she paints on the cast. Very clever. Frida's really making the most of the situation, isn't she? Now, nothing can stop Frida from painting. She's often alone, unable to leave her house, so she has to use her imagination. She paints what she sees with her eyes, and on top she paints what she sees in her heart. It's almost like painting on photographs. Look at this. Her splendor. She paints little magical scenes with words at the bottom. And all over Mexico, people paint these kinds of scenes. Sometimes they're scenes of accidents with angels coming into the rescue. They are like prayers for people who are sick. Frida paints herself when she is sick or in pain. And Frida imitates no one. Her paintings are like nothing else. In museums, people still look at them and they weep and they smile and they sigh. She turns her pain into something beautiful. It is like a miracle. Look at this. Just like the illustrations and the words in this book are beautiful, aren't they? Telling us of someone else who was really beautiful. Viva Frida! Long live Frida! Well, I hope you enjoyed that book about Frida Kahlo, and you can look her up and see some more of her art. It really is beautiful, and there's lots of animals and things in there as well. Thank you for listening, and I hope you're having a wonderful fiesta